Now it's time to learn the lingo of impact metrics. It's quite an alphabet soup. Impact metrics are used by impact investors, big companies, sectors, ESG researchers, NGOs, and academia. We focus on lean market research and how to navigate metrics libraries, as what gets measured, gets managed, and facts and figures find funding. The goal is to help you build your impact pitch deck, tailored to funders' needs, expectations, and metrics. By now, you know how challenging impact innovation can be if you don't have smart tools and techniques to tackle the choices you will face. So we trimmed it down and chopped it up for you. We can't wait for your impact innovations to hit the market. With solid design, robust business model, and powerful propositions, Alkani has a 35-year track record in impact, investing, and innovation. Manu is a food innovator, design thinker, and mastered in creativity. Works as a facilitator in innovation strategies and organizes walks along the Camino Trail in Portugal with sustainability sessions. She has a short, half-hour course on accelerating sustainable action in business on Udemy. And Manu just took up coaching. So far we investigated impact effectivity and efficiency of Investible Impact Innovations. How to perform and progress on negative and positive impact to become a higher or net impact contributor. And how to become impact cost efficient, incorporating the impact P's. Then we took a deep dive in ImpactMOAT. That's what I coined, contributing to the UN global goals. Because MOAT is the finance jargon for the advantages companies have over their competition. It can be their distribution network, lower costs, their innovation, research and development lab, and so on. Next we tackled boosting and scaling impact in the impact business model when going to market. Now I give you a model impact pitch deck, based on investors' expectations and used metrics, but tailored to their needs. Manu says, innovating means to make changes, introduce new elements in a production process, creating new markets, or complete products. In this part of the course we'll tackle the challenge, is it possible, to focus on material risks, lean and mean market research data. Navigate the quantity and quality impact metrics universe. Reporting regulations and meet expectations from funders or partners. We want you to shine. Meeting standard data expectations, and stand out with unique, convincing, tailored impact metrics. Looking familiar? The Impact Pitch deck presents your impact type, scaling potential, and speed. How you tackle the impact P's for impact costs efficiency. Your contribution to the global goals, and how you scale your impact when going to market. All the stuff we dealt with before. But now focusing on their mirror image, impact risks, and business risks affecting impact, because investors look out for those. All supported with quality and quantity impact data and key performance indicators, what funders know and want, your impact metrics. So they can do what they call the impact due diligence. But let's start with your impact narrative or explanation. Why you do what you do. Why are these questions critical? It's your USP too. The original one is unique sales proposition. You have a unique solution proposition. It's your elevator pitch in no more than 3 minutes or on one page. Tailored pitching is key to success. For the capital type you are seeking, the amount and the impact metrics. These impact risks focus on scaling and execution, because when your innovation or business fails, the impact fails too. Your bonus advantage is, for instance, a frugal or disruptive impact innovation. Or small part, big impact USP too. There are loads of courses out there on funder types plus pitching, impact risks, and impact metrics, now that reporting impact regulation is accelerating. So take a break before we tackle these challenges. Purpose is the buzzword these days, especially in marketing. Professor Colin Mayer, from Oxford University of Management Studies, defines it as the ability to solve problems. Our purpose, with the course, is to catalyze the transition to an impact society, where all activities aim to deliver societal solutions. That's the definition of Professor Eric Beinhocker and Nick Hanauer for New Capitalism. So we work on improving the impact of innovations. To pitch your purpose, you can use theory of change or vision, mission, strategy, and tactics. They explain your aims, choices, and actions. I've added tactics to vision, mission, and strategy to stress response to real-world market realities. Let's look at an example, this course. Our theory of change goes, the aim, offer quality education and training, that is global goal 4, and sustainability education, a target. Add thorough understanding and skills to innovate 4, effective, net and cost-efficient impact. Plus investibility and scaling paths preferably for disruptive and frugal impact innovations to reduce inequality. Or, using the vision, mission, strategy, and tactics framework. Our vision is an impact society and economy, where all activities aim to deliver societal solutions. Our mission is to improve the impact quality of innovations. Our strategy, going to market for scale, with a hybrid, investable business model. After liftoff, develop issue, subsector, and regional courses with affiliates and franchisors. Our tactic, go for disruptive, frugal impact innovations to accelerate equality. The 5 Whys Innovation Technique explained by iCreate. What is it? Solving the true problem. Often the initial causes perceived are not the real causes, nor give a deeper understanding. How is it implemented? Develop a problem statement to help you focus. Ask why the problem happens. Record a few sensible answers. Do they identify the root causes? Ask why again. Repeating the why question 5 times is usually sufficient. Look for systemic causes. Discuss, decide, and debrief to confirm the logic in your analysis. Success factors, a clear open problem statement, be aware of the symptoms. And cherish many answers, different perspectives, produce different root causes. Stay objective, ask why often. Why does that happen? Is that a problem? Why are we, or aren't we doing this? I adapted Google's content marketing model. Genesis is the impact catalyst, creating, or disrupting a market. Google's hero is Revolution, the impact booster, a hub of high, impact quality, innovators. Evolution is carried by impact, improving, innovators. Google's hygiene, scaling, small, incremental, impact innovations, and growing existing markets. The model has consequences for your type of funder. Some funders just do loans, some do convertible loans and may choose to turn it into a share in the business, some just do shares, partial ownership. Some funders focus on startups, seed or venture capital, and some focus on scale-ups with growth capital. Some funders do everything and can fund you from the start to the sky, loving your impact proposition. Diversifying their investment portfolio, spreading risk. That is a win-win. The 15% of venture capital for impact comes from dealroom.co. Its 2022 Impact VC report shows $57 billion for impact. 2022 was a bad VC investment year and Impact VC went down 25%. But non-impact VC was down 36%. The $1 trillion niche is a guesstimate derived from the 2022 annual survey of the Global Impact Investing Network. For big impact investors, mainstream investing is rapidly moving towards investing with impact. ESG, focused on operational impact, was already about a quarter of the market in 2018. The pandemic years saw a surge, driven by demand of long-term investors, accelerated by new technologies such as big data and AI, and disclosure regulation. Up next, funders' preferred impact investing metrics and methods. There are many ways to assess impact, competing and collaborating systems. A classic is IRIS Plus Impact Metrics System, which includes the global goals. ESG, Environment, Social and Governance, is a tool for investors, telling them how a business is run and manages risks and opportunities. ESG data and benchmarks are found online from ESG and risk raters and in companies' ESG or impact reports. Impact reporting is taking a giant leap forward, with disclosure guidance for the EU's Corporate Social Responsibility Directive. That means reporting for over 50k companies active in Europe, doubling the present number. There are 15 detailed thematic guides, and coming up are small enterprises and sector materiality. ISSB is its global, international counterpart based on SASB sustainability standards and carbon disclosure. We got that covered. GRI will follow. This is just one impact investor, in one specific country, seeking companies improving the lives of low-income Brazilians. Vox manages around more than $100 million assets, that is FinSpeak for investments. It is recognized as one of the Impact Assets 50, an annual ranking of the best impact investment managers. As most venture capital investors, it boasts about their enormous scrutinous selection process. Even before financial due diligence starts to take place. That means having a look at your books. The new reporting, self-regulations will fast-forwarded impact reporting and metrics. Some widely used frameworks will be used more. Some funder-type frameworks as well. And alternative approaches will appear that are more tailored to reporters' situation or agenda with material impact. For now, take a break. The Impact Pitch Deck will help you boost your impact and business model even more. An experience I certainly had when developing the course. Adding purpose, risks, and metrics used in investors' markets. It helped me improve our offering and operations and tweak scaling scenarios. Decreasing impact risks is often the same as decreasing business risks. The Impact Risk Checklist is developed by and for impact investors as business risks affect your impact. This model impact pitch deck aims to give you an oversight of the critical data that funders seek. It is designed around the course and market realities. Sometimes, the same data comes back as the answer to a different, new question. And always keep a lookout for metrics that boost you and your impact innovations. Your impact metrics are your marketing tool for partnerships and funding based on a market rules, realities, but also trends and hypes. 1. Start with your impact originality, as you applied the innovation techniques and tools, and tailored for Investibility. A double check of your approach. 2. Impact risks, showing a strong awareness of the challenges, critical questions, and the upcoming impact management project checklist. A deep dive into the robustness of your impact scaling strategy. 3. We will show you the impact metrics that investors, accountants, auditors, and specialized impact investors expect. You may want to stop the video to think about the questions. Your answers to these questions guide your fact and figures, choice of words and metrics. Tailored to the funder with broadly used standards. The Impact Business Model is the basis for your impact pitch deck, integrating part 1, 2, and 3 of the course. Reflect on it. Make time-based scenarios when aiming for speed or global domination. A quick recap of the course so far. The innovation of innovation, from technological innovation aiming to improve products, processes, to the user experience such as the customer journey or plug and play, and solving barriers that hinder effective implementation and scaling of innovations. But impact innovation aims at integrating societal and environmental benefits through or in innovations. An extra dimension. As impact is much more than output, production, or outcome. It is real long-term change that would not have happened anyway. We think that is only possible with healthy business models with robust revenues. As impact investing as a discipline was developed, realizing that philanthropy and government will never have enough budget to solve all global problems or scale, especially during crises when it is needed most. An example, finance. Exclusion or ethical investing is centuries old. Avoiding businesses and sectors and do no harm investing. Stay away from slavery, alcohol, tobacco, gambling, pornography, firearms. Responsible or sustainable investing is often do less harm investing. Natural resources investing looks for cradle-to-cradle circularity or regeneration, such as forest stewardship, replanting trees. New investing themes arise all the time. Green for climate investing or blue for water management. A Dutch theme supported by Dutch institutional, big investors. For the themes on the right side, special funds, instruments are set up to attract more capital for do-good investing, but often as exclusive, expensive, high-threshold investment products. Or blended finance, with charitable donations and government subsidies to kickstart projects. A recap of positive and negative impact. The Nutri-Score is a 5-color nutrition label and nutritional rating system and an attempt to simplify information on the overall nutritional value of food products. The World Health Organization is a fervent supporter. Critics say it is too simple, just valuating components, making same sort of foods, such as soup, comparable, but not different kinds of food, such as low-fat cheese versus pizza. So not net impact, more best in class. It is a French initiative, and some countries have already adopted it on a voluntary basis as Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Spain, and Switzerland, non-EU. Connecting materiality to impact types. This double materiality matrix isn't original by me, so you might get some surprised faces, but it got thousands of views in LinkedIn's ESG groups, so there must be something there. It differentiates between lowering negative impact risks and growing positive impact opportunities. The matrix links their business risks directly to global goals for a global beer company. It has a good track record on water saving and water treatment, lowering costs and risks. But it can do more, better, or good impact with its product portfolio, core activities, and it can go for 100% renewable energy. I developed it, inspired by the new EU reporting regulation and recapping part 1 to 3 of the course, using impact innovation in beer as a real-world case. A recap of ImpactMOAT with biodiversity as the solution and an issue. Can you name an impact innovation to counter negative impact? A real-world example is the Forest Stewardship Council for Wood Products certification. The certificate assures buyers that the wood comes from forests that preserve biological diversity, and that it benefits the lives of local people and workers, while ensuring it sustains economic viability. On the impact tech side, there is high-performance wood. Acetylated wood products are durable, stable, and sustainable. No more chopping down old trees and tropical forests. Or alternatively, solely using natural ingredients for wood preservation or applying biomimicry, copying biological entities and processes. The UN Global Goals are core to the course. They help us emphasize with the global agenda and define impact targets, even though many targets are for governments. For us, the global goals are about basic needs and impact tech that makes them accessible, available, and affordable. Our impact innovations aim to accelerate achieving the goals. The tech labels in the visual illustrate real-world, global goals supporting, sometimes disruptive, technologies. They are often umbrella terms. Agri-tech includes crop, food, and soil tech, etc. to boost production. Remember, zero hunger is also about food security and less waste, so impact solutions for harvesting, transport, processing, and packaging. Question: can you think of a life below water impact tech innovation? Check out the short video about scalable plastic recycling solution Depoli on YouTube, on the links pages. The impact business model delivers critical data to the impact pitch deck. It helps entrepreneurs and innovators visualize their impact value proposition. With effective and cost-efficient impact and optimized global goals contribution. Impact marketed, distributed with smart operations, synergetic partners, to clients. A frugal cost structure and mixed income, hybrid revenue stream, and tapping into supportive impact finance. The impact business model can also be used to monitor impact potential and progress. Recap of the impact business model for funders' perspective goes. Scaling potential and speed can boost or bust your proposition. The risks of negative impact scaling and small part, Big impact, such as carbon emissions and plastic, are current critical impact risks. Optimized impact, cost efficiency supports your impact proposition over competitors. Also for funding competitors. Profitability boosts organic growth, and friendlier funding paths access, as your impact proposition supports prosperity. Please innovate for bargain buys, so affordability. Assuring revenues through quality and quantity impact products guards you and your funders against mission drift, your focus steering away from the people that need it most. A business case, the Grove Collaborative, a web shop, boosts access to healthy, high-impact products. Its revenues are between $350 to $400 million US. But it is a loss-making company, investing in scaling and launching more impactful brands. The losses make it a growth stock at a bargain price of $3 US. Grove's listing was supported by impact investor Richard Branson's Virgin Group. And it just got funding, a loan, from another impact investor, Human Co., and its health and wellness promoting CEO Jason Karp, a former hedge fund manager. Private equity investors, hedge funds, hold 25% of its shares, but big institutional long-term investors have 30%. Since it listed on the New York Stock Exchange, it has to report its financial data, annual and quarterly results, for shareholders and investors. Please stop the video to think about the answers. Question: Impact innovations that boost profit and prosperity are realistic? True, Google, and you will find names of both older, large companies and new, often tech, companies. New markets, attract new players, copycatting and improving the impact. Question: The focus on profit and economic growth is the problem, degrowth the solution. False, global population growth increases demand. But true too. Degrowth for no net or negative impact economic activities. Question: Is money, time and energy wasted on irrelevant innovations? True, just think of all the junk food innovations that fail. Or fast fashion. Question: Is money, time and energy wasted on irrelevant sustainability? True, sustainability and impact should focus on core activities, material risks and opportunities. Of course you recalled all the recap need-to-knows. That will now be part of your impact pitch deck. But first, take a break. Back to our pitch deck and funders fundamentals. Returns rule the business and investment world. Revenues and growth are noted in the market by your supply chain partners and your bank creditor. They could be your funders too, financing your business and growth. Based on their insights in your performance, they are keen for you to scale and benefit from it. But outsiders, private equity investors, will ask you this question first: when do you plan your exit? Sell your innovation or company? As your shareholding partner, their primary goal is to exit, sell their shares. With a profit, a big one, as many private equity and venture capital investments don't pay off. If you are a good, investable impact innovator, exiting implies you leave the nurturing and scaling to your buyers, preferably because they have scaling expertise. And you can go on to create more investable, impact innovations. Impact risks rule the business and investment world too. So concentrate on the highest risks and sectors, and focus on impact innovations they need. Often do less and do no harm impact innovations. For instance, in ESG management, saving energy and natural resources, and health and safety at the workplace. The G in ESG, governance, means good management, compliance to laws, so no corruption, respect for labor and human rights. No illegal waste dumping, to no gender or racial discrimination. Do no harm. Fortunately, investors also love solutions and opportunities. Impact, innovation, research and development activities. Patents owned by a company are a bonus data point in investment criteria. So it makes sense to work on do better and do good impact innovations. Most global goals and targets are defined for nations and their governments. But to achieve sustainable development, business is essential. And businesses need to make a profit to grow. Goal 8. Big business has a unique role. The 1,000 biggest businesses in the world own, control, half the world market capitalization. In 2010, they made $32 trillion in revenue, employed 67 million people directly, and had a total market cap of $28 trillion. They virtually control the global economy. Data collected by Eccles and Seraphim for Bloomberg. For business and government, managing negative impacts and boosting positive impacts is key, and partnerships are crucial. Your need to know: first, risks. Innovators and investors' way to look, think, and act. Tackle the challenges, ask the critical questions, and anticipate impact scaling business risks. Because if the business fails, the impact fails. Impact reporting demands are booming right now. By companies and sectors, new regulation in the EU and self-regulation by the International Financial Reporting Standards for Sustainability. On the right, metrics: what and how you measure impact. IRIS Plus is supported by the Global Impact Investing Network, the exclusive, big impact investors. Some companies disclose pages and pages of environment, social, and governance data, but I will give you the compact version. GRI metrics are the most widely used by listed companies and are great for fine-tuning your impact innovation for themes, sectors, and subsectors. In your impact pitch deck, present impact risks in both design and execution. Next up, the challenges and critical questions, prioritized in an impact risk ladder, and some notorious impact fails. Then the IMP, impact management project risks, execution and scaling risks. Because when scaling your innovation, business fails, the impact fails too. Impact reporting becomes a risk when you use the wrong data, framework, or approach. You fail to disclose your material real impact risks. Try to identify risks, quantify them, categorize and prioritize risks. Define your risk boundaries, acceptable/unacceptable, and how to monitor and manage implementation risks. In this impact risks ladder, it is clear what I care about most. The order reflects my personal goals. It is hard to invest in the global goals directly as a small public equity investor, and in stock or bonds of companies in emerging, frontier, and developing countries. So that is why I developed the course, New Better Business and Investment Products. The latter labels are integrated in the course. With 5 capital efficiency, I refer to the impact cost efficiency impact Ps. For your innovation, your theory of change, materiality, clients, partners, and markets can work out differently. As long as you start the first move advantage. And you did. You took the course and made it all this way. And work your way through the challenges, applying the different steps, tools, and techniques. Dealing with the impact of packaging is one of the most impact-contributing activities. Long overlooked, as it is a small part with little cost. But altogether, scaled, packaging material became a nightmare. With microplastics in our bodies and garbage patches in our oceans. Understanding of materiality has come a long way when operational risks meet impact. As has safety and health in the workplace, but poor lifestyle habits are hard to tackle. Sustainability standards have become the standard and new insights are integrated. Academic and UN research on progress and contribution to the global goals is ongoing. So keep a lookout. Balancing, contributing to profit and prosperity is the world's ultimate challenge. But horrid core activities are part of our reality and the poor choices we all make. This checklist helps you assess impact risks and priorities. Decide if and what action is needed. If the impact is as expected or sufficient. An example, the Netherlands' large agricultural production, mainly for export, leads to large nitrogen deposits in nature, causing severe biodiversity losses. Dutch nature is in dire straits. Nitrogen is a small part big problem. There is extensive research data, nitrogen gases emissions, are environment sustainability standards. For farming, nitrogen is a fertilizer, material as in good for profit, but for biodiversity it isn't. No prosperity. Agriculture is the third most contributing subsector for the global goals. So Dutch overproduction is also a safety valve for the growing world population and Goal Zero hunger. The Dutch ImpactMOAT is high efficiency and agri-tech. The Impact Management Project is an impact assessment system for investors. It works with 5 simple questions. What impact? In outcome, importance, threshold. Who are the stakeholders, their characteristics, where are they, and what is their experience? How much is the scale, depth, and duration of the impact, including global goals contribution? And 10 types of risks that may undermine the delivery of the outcome, the levels of impact risk, likelihood and severity, and the mitigation strategy to reduce the impact risks. Explainer of the 10 impact risks, 1 to 5. Impact risk level, factoring in the severity and likelihood of the impact risk. Our probability and possibility. Evidence risk, the probability that insufficient high-quality data exists, what impact is occurring. And with impact you never know. New insights arise every day. External risk, the probability that external factors disrupt our ability to deliver the expected impact. Stakeholder participation risk, the probability that the expectations and/or experience of stakeholders are misunderstood or not taken into account. Drop-off risk, the probability that the expected positive impact does not endure and/or that negative impact is no longer mitigated, reduced. Explainer of impact risk 6 to 10. Execution risk, trim down service and support ambitions when too time and labor intensive. And assure rapid scaling support when response and demand start to surge. For instance, hire people, find affiliates and franchisors. Alignment risk should be small when impact is seriously locked into the impact business model, making mission drift unlikely. Endurance risk, after sales marketing communication. Robust evaluation of client satisfaction with incentivized response forms. Market research of your product, service quality offered. Unexpected impact risk should be tackled with the impact risks checklist, but keep a lookout. Remember that unexpected impact can also be positive. Impact mitigation, fix the identified risks. Acumen's report uses the IMP's 5 impact dimensions: what, how much, why, contribution, and risks assessment. The case study highlights the value and importance of collecting data across all of the dimensions of impact, bringing the full impact management process to life from the perspective of an investment manager. Acumen has a 16-year track record helping build financially sustainable organizations that deliver affordable goods and services that improve the lives of the poor. It pioneered lean data system management, data collection for impact on social performance, customer feedback, and customer behavior. The case study shows the data collected helps Acumen and its investees understand which important outcomes the enterprises contribute to, as well as how significant the effects are. For years, the complex and costly nature of impact measurement has kept many social enterprises from doing it, or from doing it well. But projects that incorporate lean design principles show that it's possible to gather high-quality impact data quickly and inexpensively. Acumen's build explained letter by letter. Bottom up, nurture the habit of listening to customers to get actionable insight on their needs and interests. Useful, yields data that is of sufficient quality to support decision-making. Iterative, allows for learning, adaptation, and replication. Light touch, use low-cost tools and technologies that require a minimal investment of time and money. Dynamic, enables rapid data collection within a fast-changing environment. More in the article in the Stanford Social Innovation Review of Acumen's The Power of Lean Data. You now have 2 ultimate checklists. On impact design and weaknesses. On impact scaling, so opportunities. An Acumen's data collection framework, build. So now, take a break. The IRIS Plus Impact Metrics system was developed and improved in the first decade of impact investing. For instance, it incorporated the global goals. ESG, environment, social and governance, is a tool for investors telling them how a business is run and manages risks and opportunities. It is under political attack in the United States, making the term less popular. Impact-weighted accounting is an exciting, impact-oriented framework developed by Harvard Business School's accounting department, but still under consultation. That means practitioners can comment, question, and criticize. I am a big fan and can't wait for the result. I presented my impact design risks list. Why are impact metrics important? Because reporting regulation is booming. In the EU, almost 50,000 companies active in the EU will start to report their positive and negative impacts in value creation, including their supply chains and sector-specific impact. So in practice, many more companies will start to assess their impacts. Big non-EU companies active in the EU will also have to report. Its focus: impact affecting prosperity. Inside out, impact. That is ambitious and hard to manage. It is our first challenge. And almost globally, in 140 countries that adopt the International Finance Reporting Standards for Impact Disclosure. It builds on the sustainability standards that are an integral part of this course. Its focus is impact affecting profitability. Outside in, impact. I give you these virtues and vices because there are so many impact metrics, making it easy to fall into the trap of checking all boxes and loose oversight. Virtue: humility, prevents unjustified claims of bonus and unintended impact from external factors and fortunate circumstances. Be proud, but avoid claiming all impacts, expected and unexpected. It will make you vulnerable to justified, hard to ward off critique of impact washing and overselling. Its opposite is vice: unjustified pride. Virtue: charity. The common is taking into account impacts for all stakeholders, your customers, employees, supply chain, shareholders, and the community, assuring you deliver prosperity for all. Look further than profitability, and don't just plan to cash and sell, exit. Falling into the trap of its opposite: vice, greed, avarice, selfishness. The IRIS, Impact Reporting Investment Standards Catalog, contains hundreds of metrics, impact indicators. It claims to be the generally accepted system for measuring, managing, and optimizing impact. Investors use it to assess impact and efficiency, but often use a mix of qualitative information, their own and also other frameworks. More than 60% track performance to the global goals. That's good for us. With the IRIS Plus Global Goal Education and Training metrics, we can account for our contribution to sustainability education. Specifically, serving the underserved, working to end inequality. Global Goal 10, 8, and 5. Teaching relevant skills for financial success. If we optimize access to the course, make it available online and affordable, support our impact innovators, boosting impact quality, and encourage spin-offs for issues, regions, and sectors. A case: Grameen's theory of change for empowering ecosystems aims at market engagement, information and expertise, peer support, formal products and services, and gender equity, transforming gender norms in the household, community, and marketplace. Ambitious. For digital finance, it prefers to recruit women for its community agent network. In 2021, it had almost 12,000 agents, serving over 3 million clients with dozens of millions in transactions. For health financing and access in India, through its partner MAS, it provided 170,000 women with health education on anemia. Understanding of iron deficiency, the main cause, has increased from 18% to 80% of women, and many are now adjusting their diets. Grameen encourages its dozens of partner organizations to use its Taro app to monitor and report projects' progress and impact. An innovation technique. Best impact practices boost the level playing field for sustainability and positive impact. What is it? A framework for the most efficient or prudent course of action, established by authorities, experts, or practitioners. How is it implemented? For instance, as a protocol for employees, for safer production, faster processes, etc. Success factors: everything from project management to audit functions. My case example: the World Benchmarking Alliance. Its mission is to build a movement to measure and incentivize business impact, towards a sustainable future that works for everyone. Its transparent benchmarks compare companies' performance on the global goals. For instance, check out the European Union's EIT Innovation Technology Initiative with 9 impact themes. Or the Mass Challenges article on the links page on the best startup pitch competitions in the USA in 2023. Mass Challenge works on 5 themes and another 8 programs for startups. More impact virtues: kindness, be fair. Progress on the impact roadmap varies for sectors and companies. From best in class and chasers to laggards and those in denial, the dead man walking. Look at impact awareness, understanding, and perceived possibilities. Select the practical and doable and build on that. The opposite, vice, is envy. Do not be a best practice demotivator, arguing it is impossible and unachievable. The impact virtue patience guards you from expecting impact miracles to happen immediately and all at once. Stay confident, don't stop assessing and improving. Circumstances change, and new insights may pop up that deliver crucial information. Impacts must be assessed longitudinal. Impact investors use patient capital for a reason. Its vice is wrath, extreme anger, frustration that can be cured with calmness and patience. The purpose of a company is its stated societal benefit as part of the core business. Governance is management of operations and risks, compliance to law and regulations, and impact and ethical behavior. A crucial dimension for businesses and investors, as governance fails, can cost businesses millions of dollars in fines and retribution, destroy reputations, may lead to boycotts, and lose millions of shareholders and company value. Planet metrics are data on greenhouse gas and carbon emissions, nature loss, and freshwater availability. People metrics are data on diversity and equality, health and well-being, skills for the future. The prosperity metrics present wealth creation and employment, innovation in better products and services, and community and social vitality by investments, with volunteering or philanthropy, but also tax paying, transparency and disclosure. An ESG example. Philips Medical is on track to fully achieve all the targets of its pioneering, Healthy People, Sustainable Planet program. It steps up further and makes ambitious ESG commitments for 2025. For the environment, it commits to 100% eco-design, increased energy efficiency, expanded renewable energy sourcing, and circular economy solutions, targeting the Paris Agreement 1.5 degrees global warming limit. On social, Philips commits to improving the lives of 2 billion people a year by 2025 through its innovations, including 300 million in underserved communities. In governance, Philips will ensure transparency regarding its tax contribution for all countries it operates in, almost 100. Read all about their innovation, impact transformation on Professor John Besson's innovation website. Philips Medical was able to link the interest rate structure of its new revolving credit facility to its sustainability performance, underlining that sustainability is an integral part of how it does business. The construction for the revolving credit facility was created by ING Bank and Philips together and was the first deal in the syndicated loan market, where the pricing is linked to a Sustainalytics rating. An additional way for investors support, motivate and reward our clients in their aim to become even more sustainable. For more examples, Google ESG or Sustainability Loan of listed as Sustainability Bond. And read Dirk Schoenmaker and Willem Schramade book, Principles of Sustainable Finance with loads of examples. Also available as academic papers, a course at Rotterdam Erasmus University. Look at the market leaders in your sector, impact theme or for the issue you are tackling. You will find impact data in their sustainability, impact or integrated reports. You will recognize themes, standards, and global goals we showed you. You will also see pages and pages of data that confuse you, are hard to work with unless you know what you are looking at, and for. It's probably data derived from the Global Reporting Initiative. That was founded over 25 years ago and has constantly improved and updated its metrics library and frameworks, and its reporting standards are the most widely used in more than 90 countries. By the largest companies, 4 in 5 of them, by multinational organizations, governments, small and medium enterprises, NGOs, and industry groups. More innovation techniques. Competition fuels companies to be better, faster, cheaper, etc. Success factors propel innovation, profitability, and prosperity. Downside, it can also create inequalities and contribute to market failures. Hence the demand for systemic change. Collaboration aims for level playing fields. With industry standards and self-regulation, market leaders and subsectors can band together to tackle risks, critique or upcoming regulation. Convergence, coming together in sectors on sustainability, varies. As found in the research paper, Sustainability: A Strategy, by academics Ioannou and Seraphim, they found that sustainability risks and lobbying create convergence. And that firms' unique, tailored impact innovations pay off. But not why sector convergence varies considerably. More impact virtues and vices, temperance, moderation, urges you to select a limited number of quality and quantity data to assess your potential impact and scaling. Focus. Even though exploring the wonderful world of big data and artificial intelligence is tempting, don't overdo it. Keep your impact data lean and mean to come to strong, convincing intervention effects. Where it comes to impact attribution, go stingy. Its opposite, vice, is gluttony, overconsumption. The virtue diligence, fortitude, makes sure your analysis of expected impacts is thorough and unbiased. Don't pass off impact standards as your own without a deep understanding. Tailor towards critical impact requirements. Don't copy and paste poorly. Its opposite, vice, is sloth, laziness. The Global Reporting Initiative is the independent, international organization that helps businesses and other organizations take responsibility for their impacts by providing them with the global common language to communicate those impacts. Its universal disclosure standards can be downloaded for free. It has sector standards for oil and gas, coal and agriculture, including material global goals for these sectors, labeled per theme, expanding to 40 sectors working with the Global Sustainability Standards Board, starting with those with the highest impact. Prioritized and available as drafts are oil and gas, coal, agriculture, aquaculture and fisheries, mining, financial services and textiles. Sector pilot projects are completed on food and beverages, utilities, renewable energy and forestry. These can give you more data leads. Why I like Gavaden. It reports on products and ingredients' environmental and social performance. And its innovation agenda embraces sustainability. So its new product promos are about sustainable smallholder farmers, upcycling, lower greenhouse gas emissions and a fragrance design index around biodegradability, renewability and sourcing. Gavaden aims to minimize negative impact throughout the life cycle of products, ingredients. It has a sourcing for good program for sustainable procurement of raw materials, and is now integrating synthetic and indirect materials and services, stressing its importance in its supply chain. It invests in toxicology research for workers, next to product safety. Making a positive impact is central. In taste and well-being, its focus is on nutritional value: less sugar, less fat, hidden salt, and plant-based foods. A tasty plant-based burger with 75% less fat. At the Asian Development Bank, innovation means change that adds value for clients. It aims for freedom of poverty in Asia and improving quality of life. Having significant change is crucial, but only their beneficiaries can tell. So they collect data and discuss experiences from them, shining the spotlight on their innovation champions and showcases, initiatives and ongoing projects, including brilliant failures, the financial products and solutions, use technology, knowledge partnerships, implementation and internal processes. You find a collection of comprised, one-pager, innovation techniques on its website. And a how-to guide, ADB Faces of Innovation, to support and inspire its staff in their challenging work. The last but not least. Virtue, chastity, wisdom. Focus on essential, most immediate and measurable impacts. Look at positive and negative impact for net impact effectivity. And don't forget possibility and probability in impact scenario planning. Positive impact will make you happy and hunger for more, and claiming it all. Negative impact risk can appear because of scaling or unexpected developments. So be thorough and unbiased, however excited you are. Be realistic and reserved about presumed impact effects. Indulging in positive impact is enticing, but really impact cosmetics. It may look great, but it wears off. The opposite of chastity, the vice is lust, pleasure. IWA's ambition is to create accounting statements that transparently capture external impacts in a way that drives investor and managerial decision-making. IWA believes impact can be measured and compared. It should be measured within an accounting framework, with the aim of harnessing our economy to improve our society and planet. Transformational change requires that impact measurement be scalable, and to be scalable, it needs to be actionable and cost-effective. Update: consultation on the framework was launched in the summer of 2022, but has not yet produced new insights, nor is there a deadline date communicated. The Impact Economy Foundation in the Netherlands is the consultation partner. You find the framework building blocks in Appendix 5.10. The Impact Weighted Accounts project has quite a publications library. Its website offers 12 guides on product impact. For 8 sectors, the product framework, an industry-specific model, and a data set. Also a guide on calculation tools, 3 case studies, 3 guides on data, 5 on employment impact, 5 on environmental impact, and 7th on thought leadership. Yes, these are many, but big companies use these reporting frameworks. Our impact metrics case, Fragrance Multinational Geworden, reports on negative and positive impact. Using the Global Reporting Initiative standards, 6 pages of data, 2 pages with SASB standards and 1-page planet impact, using the Carbon Disclosure Task Force standards. The last 2 organizations merged into the International Sustainability Standards adopted by the Integrated Financial Reporting Standards. So you see, this is not just theory, this is real-world practice. Harvard's Impact Weighted Accounts framework, still under construction, uses large companies' data to test its methodology. I am proud my Dutch ABN Bank supports the project and its consultation by the Impact Economy Foundation. This checklist helps you assess which impact metrics you have come across, collected, by who and for whom. Research them. Learn from them. Monitor progress and performance and new insights on impact metrics. You now have an oversight of impact metrics systems for impact investors, investors with impact, and product impact assessment. Breathe and take a break. Let's wrap this all up. Funder and funding types are the starting point for your tailored pitch deck. What is their purpose? Does it match? Do they have a specific impact theme, expertise, or regional preference? Do they fund startups, scale-ups? Only revenue-generating or profit-making impact innovations? Do they have a funding type preference? Loans, shares, in-kind, or technical and networking support? Which impact risks do they assess? Which impact metrics do they use? And in their investment portfolio? This checklist helps you to assess the type or types of funder you are looking for. Funders like to collaborate to share risks and network. Research them, learn from their impact investment theory of change or mission, vision, strategy, and of course their actions. Check their website and their investment portfolio, their profile in VC databases and funding news. Assess you impact risks in design and going to market, and the IMP's risks when rolling out your impact innovation. Monitor impact metrics progress, regulation, and response. And of course insights from the impact reporting activity, benchmarks, and more. In this part you saw we have great ambitions to grow our impact. Please support us in scaling, as an affiliate or partner. Or take our one-size-fits-all Investible Impact Innovations model and expand for complex and new issues, challenging regions and specific sectors and subsectors. We can't do that alone. Please contact us if you want to innovate for impact and create a unique solution proposition. Please fill in the feedback form and get Part 5, the Impact Pitch Deck, in 4 post-its. For sparring on Impact Innovation Investibility, contact Alkani at Investible Impact Innovations at yahoo.com. For group or thematic trainings and workshops, contact Manu at thegreensprint.com. To name a few great thinkers: Karen Moss, Kelly Lickett, Willem Schramade, Dirk Schoenmaker, Sean Kidney, Jan Anton van Zanten, Hazel Henderson, Kate Rayworth, San Lai, Mary Lou Van Goldstein Browers, Jacqueline Diker, Frank Wagemans, Harry Hummels, John Elkington, Jed Emerson, Sir Ronald Cohen, Edward de Bono and his team, Leonie Baldacchino, Sandra Dingley, Margaret Mangan and Petra Caruana Dingley, John Besant, James Leighton, Eric Bainhocker and Nick Hanauer, Bob Eccles, Johnny Betty, Constanza Consolandi, Brian Treldstad, George Seraphim, Giannis Ioannou, Rob Zukowski, Carrie Krasinski, Fako Pietzold, Julian Kolbel, Timo Busch, Uli Grabenwarder, Yuval Harari, Klaus Ditchkoff, Anthony Ruthengatter, and many, many more. This is the reference page with Nesta. Check out their toolbox. The iCreate website with innovation techniques guidance. Links to all metrics systems, frameworks and organizations. Impact Management Project. IRIS Plus. Compact ESG. IFRAG for ESRS and IFRS for ISSB standards. The Global Reporting Initiative. SASB's Materiality Finder. And Harvard Business School Accounting Impact Weighted Accounts. This slide explains catalytics versus additional capital, or the impact investors want to have. Disruptive or genesis with more risk, or incremental help growing a market with less risk. First links page with Dealroom, Co., Vox Capital, Foodwatch on the Nutri-Score, My Matrix Matrix Explainer, Depoli Plastic, The Grove Collaborative, The Impact Management Project, and Acumen. My Impact Metrics Virtues and Vices article, Grameen Foundation, Best Practice, the World Benchmarking Alliance, Royal Philips, and the Global Reporting Initiative. Third links page with Gavadan, Most Significant Change Innovation Technique in the Asian Development Bank, Metrics Systems. Nesta has dozens of great toolkits. Do check out their toolkit website. VC Funding Databases Innovation Leads. It's quiet on the compact and ESG front. 2022 and 2023 were bad investment years, also for ESG investing. So no impact alpha. The anti-woke ESG movement in the US became politicized, at national and state level, even prohibiting ESG fund preference. Upcoming impact reporting and regulation in the EU and IFRS and by the SEC in the US fired up resistance. Still, these are excellent non-financial sustainability and impact data to work with. Compact ESG metric, Planet Impact. Compact ESG metric, People Impact. Compact ESG metric, Prosperity. Expanded ESG metrics innovation. Global Reporting Initiative Disclosure Standards 2023. Harvard Business School Accounting, Impact Weighted Product Accounting Framework. Please share your feedback on the Impact Pitch Deck, Impact Innovations Funding, Impact Risks, Impact Metrics and Impact Reporting and Regulation. You will get Part 5 in 4 post-its.